welcome back to our channel. Today's Mukbang Monday is featuring Sonic! So today we're going to be eating the foot-long Coney Island pound hot dog. We've got some wonderful mozzarella sticks, we've got french fries, tater tots, the jumbo popcorn chicken, we've got the Asian sweet chili boneless wings. We've also got a Chicago hot dog because we've never been to Chicago before and we want to see what the hype is about.
Yes.
We've also got a beautiful pretzel twist here along with some cheese to go along with that. We've got a wonderful crispy chicken sandwich. We've got a bacon cheeseburger, and they call it the toaster, actually. And I think it also includes some hickory barbecue sauce as well, so that should be interesting. And then we've got the normal Sonic cheeseburger. Along with that, we've got all these wonderful sauces that we're going to try. We've got ranch. We've got Sonic's signature sauce. We've got their honey mustard, their barbecue sauce, and last but not least, their marinara sauce. So we are going to start with the foot-long Coney Island hot dog first. So we're going to go ahead and each take a bite from the ends of the hot dog at the same time. Oh. Okay, she's going to have that in.
I wonder if this is... It looks like a foot long. I actually like it.
Very thick.
The chili's actually pretty good. I wasn't expecting the chili to be good.
It's
I like
decent.
it. I was like, let me hold my breath.
Right. I'm like, wait a minute. I also want ranch with it because I like ranch and marinara sauce.
I don't really eat any sauce with mozzarella sticks, but I'll try it with the...
You eat them plain?
Huh?
You eat them plain?
Yeah, I eat them plain.
And you know what? It's a little stiff, but that's okay. It's got a weird, I don't know. It's got a weird taste to it.
It's a no for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so next we're gonna try the popcorn chicken. Oh, that's a tater tot.
Popcorn chicken now.
Yes.
We're having with ranch.
I'm gonna try mine with barbecue.
Ooh, it smells a little off, but the taste might be better. Okay.
It's not the worst.
There's potential. There's something I feel like they're trying to go with this, but it gets off at the end. I think the barbecue sauce is a little tangy, like too tangy. I like a somewhat tangy barbecue sauce, but there's too much. I don't know what I'm trying to say, y'all. I don't know. It's just that the barbecue sauce is not the best. So
No, I don't like it.
how does it taste?
What's the actual name for this?
It just literally said Asian sweet chili boneless ones.
Tastes like sweet chili.
That's what I was like. There's no. I don't think there's anything else. That's it.
Okay, so next we're gonna try the Chicago hot dog. This has a lot of stuff on it.
I can't even tell you. I think there's jalapenos, pickles, relish. I want to say onions.
Mustard, onions, tomato.
The crunch. Oh. And so that what? Wow, we love to support any and everything that we eat. That was trash. That was not good.
Illegal.
There was a lot. Yeah, there was a lot going on with that hot dog. The sad part is you couldn't even really get to the hot dog because all that was just overpowering. And it's like I feel like hot dogs, if it's a good meat itself, just kind of need to do their own thing. Maybe you could put a little sauce and then call it a day, but that was something. All right, so now we're gonna try the soft pretzel twist, and we're gonna have it with the cheese here. As you can see, the cheese is not really melted. It's kind of stiff and frozen. Crunchy.
So the cheese is not good, but the pretzel itself is actually really good. I like it.
Personally, I just think the pretzel is just a little too salty. Like, I think the dough itself is actually really good. It's kind of sweet. It's really nice. If it had a light salt to it, it would actually be perfect. But the saltiness kind of ruined it for me a little bit. But also, it's really good.
I disagree.
Oh.
I think it's really good. We will be ordering this again for me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like, this is something I could have a craving for.
I'll get it again, but I'll have to say light salt or like no salt.
That's my favorite out of all of them so far.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's really good.
So last night was actually really funny. She watched Twilight for the first time this week. She's watched the whole series every day. And she had a very strong reaction to the final movie. But before we even get into that, I just wanted to like know how you feel about all the characters, like at least the main characters and the whole story arc, and like how did it make you feel being a first watcher in 2020? Like all of us, I personally watched it when the movies came out. I went every year on the day it came out, so I'm like now rewatching, I have a different reaction, but this is her initial reaction now.
I wish I would have watched it when it came out. Maybe I would have known like what everybody was talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
Watching it now, it was very funny.
No, it is really funny, yeah.
The acting was very funny. Everything was very dramatic. And I remember it being such a big like war between Team Jacob and Team Edward. And at first I was like, oh, Team Jacob. I never watched the movies. And I literally went based off of Jacob was cute. And so I was like, Team Jacob, but I never watched it. Edward won. And there was no chemistry. Jacob didn't even look like he liked Bella that much.
I don't know why he was obsessed with her. I think he was just holding on to them being like childhood friends. And he really just dragged it out and he was like, oh, I'm probably not going to find anyone else, which is weird because he looked like that. He could probably easily find someone else, but...
I feel like I can't really say that much about Bella because I didn't read the books, and I feel like for you, reading the books versus watching the movie was like a big thing because you were able to see how Bella was in the book versus how Bella was in the movie.
Yeah,
sure. I wish you're really the most important character. I don't think so.
Who do you think was the most important
Edward.
Character? You think Edward
I feel like
was like
Edward. I feel like it should have been like centered around Edward.
How do you feel about their relationship?
I think they're cute.
Really?
Yeah, I actually like them together.
I feel like personally, rewatching the movies now, I mean, later on in the movies, they have more chemistry, but the first movie, there was no chemistry, and I feel like they literally just decided to fall in love with each other. Like, it wasn't even like they were really actually spending time together. There was like they were friends or anything, and they just, fell in love. It was a weird, like, we keep staring at each other, and then Bella kind of figures out Edward a little bit, and then she's just like, I'm just crazy in love with him. And it was just weird for me.
I think for Edward, like, the fact that he couldn't read Bella's mind, that really got him, like, why can I not read this girl's mind?
Yeah, that probably got him crazy. Yeah.
So I think that's why it attracted him to her. And, I mean, because he was, like, the mysterious guy at school.
Yeah,
that's why she was attracted to him.
True. I think that was a big factor, at least for Edward's part, is that he was like, okay, I can't read her mind. I can't do this and that. And there's just something interesting about her. So he kind of chased after her for that. But for Bella, I just feel like she found him attractive, and the next thing you know, she was just kind of going crazy and was like, I just want to, and it just got a little out of control. That was the part that got me. I always assumed that he had his little fun over the last century and some decades, but apparently he was saving himself, and maybe he knew all along that Bella was coming, and he was like, you know what, I'm just going to wait for her, which is, in theory, it's sweet, but in practice...
Well, I feel as a vampire, you can't just go around, with a lot of people because they would know something was off about you.
True, but I mean,
unless he found himself, exactly. Unless he found himself another vampire girl, then he could have.
Yeah. I mean, everybody else in the house was well taken care of is the best way to put it. They were not going without at all. So I don't get how Edward was, but maybe he just said that just to say it.
Yeah. In the first movie, I was like, oh, look at him. Like, you know, he can't even do anything wrong. He's only a little boy. Like, you know. But as his character started to, like, develop more through the movies,
yeah,
I hated him. I hated him as a person, except for until the last movie. And it really, like, I didn't like him at all, how he was, like, talking to Bella, how he was talking to Edward, just how he, like, walked around, especially when he became, like, a werewolf and stuff. Like, I didn't like him. But his friendship, and I feel like Edward should have been more jealous than he was, but the fact that Edward could read Jacob's mind, maybe that's also when he backed off.
But also, you would think that would make him more jealous. Because,
but towards the very end of the movie is what I mean. Like when they've already gotten married and stuff.
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but the baby was around, and that was the whole thing with the baby. So that's why he also was like, okay, forget, I'm not jealous anymore, because Jacob wasn't even caught up on her anymore like that. But beforehand, reading his mind, he definitely should have had some stronger reactions. I'm sure Jacob was thinking, oh, Bella, I'm finna...
He was just very, I mean, I get it, but he was very aggressive. He was just annoying.
I mean, I guess that was
he was very boyish, like manly. I mean, which is annoying.
That was, I guess, the alpha hormones and stuff that was going through him since he was, developing into himself. So how do we feel about Carlisle?
I love him.
You love Carlisle?
I love him.
You love him?
I could watch a movie just with him as well, to have his backstory,
okay,
like his life, how he found these baby vampires, or how he created them, stuff like that. Like, I just want to know more about him. He's so sweet, and like the way he welcomed Bella, and he was so knowledgeable. And like at first I thought, in the first movie I did think he was very weird, but I mean the first movie in general is kind of off for me. I loved him. I cried. He had me in tears.
The funniest thing happened. So, as you all know, if you have seen Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2, you know that one scene that gets everybody every time they watch, but especially your first watch, definitely has you like in shock and screaming and everything. So I'm gonna insert her reaction right now.
The fact that she's having, babe, you're having a whole breakdown. You babe, the scene wasn't real. It's okay. Y'all, look at what we're watching and why she's crying.
So what that video doesn't show was what happened before you started filming. And I
just didn't think
I was screaming, and I was getting sad throughout everything, but when I realized it was a vision almost, I started screaming. I grabbed anything I could find, which was a pillow in that moment, and I just started beating them.
You have to experience that for the first time of, oh my God, did that just happen? Like, and that whole scene is just very like, oh my God, this can't be happening. Like, how do we go from here? Are we supposed to just easily move on and let the movie be done and the series be done after that? And her reaction was really funny. She was in tears, like sobbing.
And that's
crying.
like, after I got my anger part out, I just was so in shock that I was relieved, but I was just still so much in shock. I just started crying. And at first it was more laugh crying, that I was like relieved, but it started becoming like I couldn't breathe, and I was sobbing. And then that's when like everybody who was like there was more like, oh my gosh, like you're actually crying.
The wolf got you the most.
Yeah, I mean, I just am very sensitive with animals in general, but as soon as I seen the first one, like I think it was like on the ice and stuff, and it was like in pain and stuff, and then it just like died. That's when it got me. And then the wolf that went into the
Leo.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, that's the end of today's Mukbang Monday. Be sure to check us out on TikTok for bloopers and more content.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to have a notification every time we post a video, turn on that little bell notification, and then you'll get an update
right now. And don't forget to follow us on our social medias. We will be linking them below. And also, we will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.